How do we, as asset managers, maximize the project's operational and financial performance?
A project's operational and financial performance through risk mitigation and return generation.
Starting off by focusing on short-term goals like revenue management, overseeing spending and capital strategy, and it helps lead to long-term success. Gives the project not only resource to recapitalize the project, but leads to long-term sustainability for the overall deal.
Please describe a challenging project that you've had to work on in the past year.
A challenging project I've worked on this past year has been utility audits. I've worked with multiple sites to go through utility invoices and utility sales agreements and billing calculations, and these efforts have actually resulted in a significant savings on electric, gas, water, sewer charges just by identifying issues and working with the providers to get those corrected. So some of the primary issues that we find during these audits are meter issues that need to be corrected. We find just bill calculation errors. We find estimates being used to assign usage instead of actual metered usage. And then we find issues with rates or tariffs that are being applied. So utility bills and the invoices, they can definitely be complicated, and one of the primary functions of my role is to assist the site teams in understanding those bills and making sure that the bills are as accurate as possible.
The most challenging project that I've worked on in the last year is the BLB Group project restructure. We've been working together with the Air Force over the last 2 years to come up with a restructure scenario for the project in order to reduce the government direct loan payments and increase the project's CR&R deposits. Across these 3 sites, they have a lot of deferred CR&R needs, whether it's roof replacements, HVAC replacements, exterior painting. There's about, I think, $45 million in the next 5 years that was needed that we just couldn't afford to do with the current CR&R deposits. So we've worked together hand in hand with the project owner group as well as operations to come up with agreed upon terms with the Air Force.
If you were a superhero, who would you be and why? If I was a superhero, I would be Shuri from Black Panther. I love Shuri's genius level intellect, the fact that she knows martial arts and can fight, and being a princess isn't bad.
I can't get enough. I don't know about you, but I can't get enough of myself. I can't get enough.
If I could be any superhero, it would be baby Jack Jack from The Incredibles. Apparently, according to my nieces and nephews, he's got 14 different superpowers, and I can honestly say I don't know what all 14 of them are, but I do know that he can multiply himself, which would come in very, very handy. So I could be working for work while going to the grocery store, while cooking dinner, while doing laundry, and picking up my daughter from school. So, I don't know, I can't think of anything better than having, 60 versions of me. I'm sure my family and friends would disagree, though. So yeah, baby Jack Jack from The Incredibles would be my choice.
If I could be any superhero, it would be Batman. I think he's pretty cool because he doesn't have any particular superpowers, but he just relies on his intellect and his physical ability, as well as his detective skills. Also, I think it's awesome to have a sidekick.
I can't get enough. Mama said.
If you were a superhero, who would you be and why? You know, this has always been a tough one. I've either been a Superman or a Batman fan, but if you could be Jim Curtis for a day with him and his lovely hair and his ability to fight mold, it'd be fantastic. But if there's only one true superhero, it'd be this guy right here, bringing me my Super Bowl.
I can't get enough of myself. I can't get enough. I don't know about you, but I can't get enough of myself.
I would have to say Wonder Woman. Back in the day, as a young girl growing up in a house full of girls, I always sat down to watch Wonder Woman. Not only was she this nerdy girl that would transform into this slenderized, beautiful woman, she had a matching outfit that was all American and matching cuffs that would ping ping deflect bullets in a single stroke. She also had this really cool lasso that when she trapped a dirty sea dog and had to sit them down, she wrapped it around them. They were forced to reckon with her and tell the truth. I always, for some reason, like that. Later on, they added the invisible jet. I can't even find my car keys, so there's no way I would be able to handle invisible jet. Perhaps we could trade that accessory in for something else that's more suitable, but definitely Wonder Woman. She's just amazing in all aspects of a superhero.
Get enough of myself. I can't get enough. I don't know.
If I was a superhero, I would be an environmental superhero. I would work to save energy, save water, clean up the land, clean up the ocean, and just work to protect the planet.
I can't get enough of myself. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What are 5 things that you can't live without?